Hello everyone, welcome back to the video. As usual, we are going to take a look at the market from the emails of stocks that I have posted, and we are going to look at where the index may be heading to. So what's the market outlook? So let's start with stocks first, then we end up with market outlook. And what we have is some of the popular stocks in the email, and if you notice, it has been sold for quite some time because there isn't any meaningful signals from the smaller counters, the mid cap. So in general, the market is not as rousy as or as bullish as we would like to. So what we are looking at is the counters, like starting from DBS, UOB, CAPAL Corp, as usual, Seng Industry, City Development, SGX, Genting, Seng, and Yangzijiang, Yanlot. Okay, so these are the few counters, and I'd like to just touch on Seatrium and ComfortDelGro as well, plus Franken, because Franken got an upgrade from DBS on Thursday. So we shall see what's happening to Franken. So let's go. This session has been. Let me call the chart again because the session has been cancelled. So I have to readjust and call the chart again, the live charts. Okay, so we are at CAPAL Corp right now. You can see CAPAL Corp. Of course, the first posting was here when CAPAL Corp had a doji. So it did not immediately rebound from this doji. Instead, it went down to test its support and then rebounded strongly to hit the resistance, which is the necessary step for it to be bullish. Okay, the next step for CAPAL Corp is really to break out above this resistance in order to move to the next resistance at 678. As you can see, it has been hovering at the resistance for quite a few days already, 1, 2, 3, 4 days. So it has been testing this resistance, and this resistance refused to give way for now. And you can see that the volume testing the resistance isn't that high yet. So meaning to say that if this resistance can eventually break with high volume, there might be enough strength for it to go up towards 678. And if you take note, the overall bigger picture is that CAPAL Corp has formed the double bottom formation. So this one bottom, two bottom. And the breaking out of the 649 resistance will be a good chance for it to change its trend from the current downtrend and back to the uptrend. So the projected target is around 678 to 685, which both are the resistance. So you can see 678 to 684 rather. Then this is where CAPAL Corp is likely to meet if it's bullish. So we have to wait patiently for the breakout to happen. So as of now, the chart is looking good. Looking at Seng Industry. So Seng Industry had a good breakout yesterday on Thursday, and now we need it to continue to move up higher to hit this resistance to show its true bullishness. Because yesterday's upward movement did not have a high volume, and this is a concern whether the so-called breakout is genuine or not. So by going to 526 or 524, it shows that the buyer strength is still there, and thereafter a breakout above this resistance with high volume may ascertain more bullish sign, and then you can see more potential upward movement towards the next resistance, which is around 554. Okay, so we'll be looking forward to the retest of resistance and break up from there. So a good closing today at about 518 will be considered as good. And of course, if we can straight away retest 526, will be most welcome. That will be a immediate call to action where it has a higher chance to break out from the resistance thereafter. Next, we'll be looking at, off my mind, I have Comfort Dalgro. So Comfort Dalgro's uptrend remains intact. The counter is still moving in a subtle way where it is slowly gaining traction towards moving or gaining tractions to move towards 1.36 level. So if it eventually move to 1.36 and break out from there, it can continue its uptrend, and its next nearby resistance is 1.37. And once it breaks out from this 1.37 major resistance, then it has a good chance to continue higher to the next major resistance at 1.49. So it is going to be a tough fight for the counters to clear both 1.36, 1.37 level. And it is important for it to do so, despite that it is a so-called tough fight. Franken got upgraded by DBS for potential recovery, and it has broken out from 1.15 yesterday with a significant amount of volume. And today we see some so-called pullback selling action because it is a black candle, and if you check, the volume isn't that high yet. So if the whole day it remains subtle, it can still help it to continue higher to hit 1.19 next week. So overall, the chart, if you look on a bigger basis, it is on a huge consolidation. And if we can really break into uptrend, there might be some more upside towards 163 projected target, right? But this is a long-term project. It depends on how you perform on the next result announcement, etc. And thereafter, hitting into uptrend, if the result is good, and move into a 1.63 level, will be a fantastic result for the investors. Next, we will be looking at UOB and DBS. So let's look at the bank. The banks has been really weak lately. It has gone down quite a fair bit for DBS, and DBS really is trading at this crucial support now, because you can see here this 3188 is a key support. And if I turn on the moving average, okay, the moving average here, where you can see this is the 200-day moving average. Let's or 300-day moving average. I'm going to turn on 200. So the 200 and 300-day MA moving average comes together, confluence of support level. So this means that this support level is key, is strong, and therefore it is very important for DBS to rebound from here. If DBS break down from here, then it will be a very bad sign, and all health may break loose to push DBS towards a very low level, where I can so-called do some projection if it suddenly turn bearish, which I don't expect it to do so, especially now is the year end. So year end and the beginning of the year usually is very strong for the banks. So if it really got pushed down and moved into downtrend, 2973 will be the key support to look out for and projected level. So usually I don't like, let's say, go down projected level and support level comes together, because it increases the chance for it to hit if it's bearish. But then again, if you flip around and then think about buying, this may be the a good level for you to add a position, for you to you know, do some dollar cost averaging, or start a new position. For UOB, it is still not as bad as DBS. Is still hovering at this low, trying to consolidate a position where it may be looking up. So if UOB is moving up, DBS has a good chance to recover. This is what I think, because the banks usually they move together. Very seldom you'll see that one goes in a deep downtrend where the other one moves in the strong uptrend. So if we are looking at the trend line here, if UOB can close above 27.50 and move back towards this resistance at this $28, then we may see some change of trend coming in, where it's moving into an uptrend. Okay, so coming back to DBS to conclude, we are looking at DBS hopefully to close above 32.16, so that it can move back towards 33.43. Okay, next will be SGX. So SGX hammer pattern got a confirmation the next day. So technically it should be able to, you know, rebound back to its resistance at 984. But unfortunately, it did not have the momentum to do so these few days, probably due to US holiday, or the market is still waiting for the key catalyst to come in to push it towards this resistance. So far it isn't that bearish, but it will be good that SGX will close at around 963. That will increase the chance for it to continue higher. And next is Genting. Genting Seng, yesterday's closing was not too bad. Okay, but it needs to really move above 935 to go higher, and 97 will be the key resistance to watch. So you will notice that as it pull back, the volume is also declining. So this is a good sign, because pulling back with low volume means that the sellers are may not be genuinely looking at to sell, but it's just doing a meaningful pullback. So if it can rebound, that will be a good chance for it to continue its uptrend. Let's look at Yen Lot. Yen Lot, you can see higher signs of bullishness with higher lows. But next it must break above 6.2 resistance in order to continue higher. And of course, the good news from China, where the government is putting in new measures to help the property sectors, can help Yen Lot to recover, because Yen Lot is very much involved in the property scene in China. Okay, so right, it is very important to see 62 resistance to break. Okay, so these are about stocks. So coming to the indices, let's look at the STI. The STI is really trying to find a catalyst to rebound from this support level at 3092 thereabouts. Okay, and when we look at this support level, it is very important for it to hold and rebound to retest this resistance, because if it failed to do so, rebound from 3092 to retest 34145, then there is a very big risk for it to go into a downtrend. Okay, so we going to be conscious about how you move going forward. So this 3092 support is key for now for you to look out for. So if it cannot rebound to hit 3145, then we have to prepare the potential downside, which means that if STI were to break down, DBIs may be going lower as well, and very much lower. Okay, then Hang Seng recovered strongly yesterday, but today it faced selling pressure back again, and we are looking at a very uncertain movement right now, because it has been going up one day and come down the other day, and go up one day and come down the other day. So it's like there's no regular movement swing up and down on the daily. But on the bigger picture, if you want to see Hang Seng move uptrend, it really must go back to this resistance here. But it has no strength to do so. So is it going to turn back into a downtrend or sideways? So there's a lot of patience needed to really wait for that real movement to come. Okay, so for Hang Seng wise, the big picture is not clear. As you can see, it is on a sideways here, and generally it moves down with a lot of sideways where it got sell off to a low, then you consolidated, then sell down, then sideways again, then sell down. So like moving down in a sideways manner most of the time, right? When it moves down to the new low level, so it consolidate there with a swing of 1 to 2,000 points, then it move down lower to another level, then swing 1 to 2,000 points, then move down again. Okay, so my point is this. So you can see Hang Seng move down, then it rebound, swing up 1,800 points, then you move down to the new level here, then you rebound to another we swing another 2,000 points, then you move down to another new level here, then you swing up 1,300 points, then you move down to a new level again, then you swing up another 1,300 points. So if this repeats again, then you may start to trade to this low and then swing another 1,000 points. It's like trying to do a soft landing for the market to compensate for the weakness in its economy, etc. Okay, so yeah, it is kind of like unclear now whether this kind of trend will continue. Hopefully not, but if it continues, then we got to be prepared for that. Right, SPY, which is tracking the S&P 500 index. So it is a maximum divergent compared to the Hang Seng market. As you can see, it is not only Hang Seng, Singapore market also the same. So you can see the US market is really at a high. It's almost hitting its 52 weeks high already. And we are looking at it closing into its resistance here. Okay. And tonight is a half day trading because yesterday was a Thanksgiving holiday. Today is a half day, and we would want to see whether is there any meaningful pullback for the index, or it will just go up one straight line, continuing higher beyond its 52 weeks high to its 2021 high at this level, which is approximately 4,800 points. Okay, so currently we see that the US market is very bullish because next year we anticipated the interest rate is going to not as hawkish as what the Fed mentioned earlier. Okay, we shall continue to watch the market, and I will see you again next week.